Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine and taking good care of yourselves. So, students, please observe social distancing, stay home, and stay safe. So, further to my last video session, I'd like to add further slides which contain additional exercises. So, kindly go through it, students. Okay. So, coming to the present video session, we will be doing unit 19 time travel part 2. This video is part 2 of unit 19, and we are going to do page number 101 and 103 in Oxford Progressive English book. Okay, students, let us first take up the page number 101. Let us discuss the answers for the lesson which we have read, that is unit 19 time travel. Okay, so students, all these, just we are discussing these questions, we are discussing it. There is no need for you to write it in the notebook. Okay, for only for discussion purpose we are doing this. Okay, students, let us start. Question number 1: how many disasters did they experience during their trip? What were they? They experienced two disasters during their trip. They were volcano and fire, isn't it? The great fire and the volcano which was erupting, isn't it? Did you remember? Do you remember? And can you tell me which place it was? Students, can tell me which place the volcano was? The volcano was in Pompeii, isn't it? In the year 79. Very good. And which year, which was the great fire? It was in Rome. And which year? And it was 64 AD. Okay. Now let us move to the second question. Who recognized the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Sandra. It was Sandra who first recognized the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Who knew the name of the football club in Milan? So who knew it? It was Dan, isn't it? It was Dan who knew the name of the football club in Milan. Okay, next. Who recognized the Romans' cloth? So it was Dan who recognized the Romans' cloth. Next, fifth one. Who noticed the bad smell? Dan noticed the bad smell. Who knew the dates of the volcano disaster at Pompeii? It was Steve, isn't it? It was Steve who knew the dates of volcano disaster. Next, who knew the dates of Great Fire of Rome? It was Dan who knew the dates of Great Fire of Rome. Who was worried about Sandra's dog bite? It was Steve who was worried about Sandra's dog bite. So students, I hope you have understood the lesson, and you are able to solve these questions also. Okay, students, now we are going to do unit 19 lesson 5. Read part 2 of the story and answer the question. Is Sandra going to make another trip on Uncle Steve's machine? So here the pictures of London Eye, Big Wheel in Vienna, Big Wheel in Beijing. These pictures are given, and these pictures are related to our part 2. Now let us read part 2. Part 2. Sandra later emailed Judy. We had a terrible time trying to get back. Uncle Steve scanned a picture of the London Eye, but we ended up in Vienna in Austria for the opening of their big wheel. So what happened here? Why it was a terrible time again for them? Because when Uncle Steve scanned the picture of London Eye, they ended up in Vienna in Austria, and it was the opening ceremony which was going on for the big wheel. Okay. Luckily, we managed to find a doctor who was able to treat my dog bite. Then, after an orange juice and cream cake, we tried again. So, what happened? Luckily, after reaching to the big eye of Vienna in Austria, they managed somehow to find a doctor, and there Sandra got treated up for the dog bite. And then later they had cream cake and orange juice, and again let us see what happened. And after having the cream cake, what they did? They tried back again. Now let us see. The scanner misread the London Eye picture again and took us off to Beijing in China. The wheel there looks very like the London Eye too. Anyway, we visited the Great Wall and had some wonderful Chinese food. Okay, so again what happened? They put the picture in the scanner, and again the scanner misleaded them, and they were in China. They were in front of what? They were in front of the big eye of Beijing, big eye in Beijing in China. Okay, big wheel in Beijing in China. And finally when they reached there, they had some delicious, they visited the Great Wall of China, and later they had some wonderful Chinese food. Okay, now let us see what happened. Third time, luckily, we landed in London. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to trust Uncle Steve's machine for another trip. So third time, finally, when they put the picture in the scanner, it took them back to London. And here Sandra is saying that she's not 100% sure that she's going to again going for another trip with Uncle Steve, and she's not going to trust the machine anymore. Okay, she's not going to trust the machine 100%. She's 100% sure that she's not going to trust the machine of Uncle Steve's. Okay. Is Sandra going to make another trip on Uncle Steve's machine? She's 100%. She's not 100% sure that she's going to make another trip with Uncle Steve, and she's not going to trust the machine again. Okay, discuss these questions about the story ending in exercise 1. Is first question, is the ending a positive or negative ending? Positive and negative here means thinking about something or some person in a good way. Okay, negative here means thinking about something or some person in a bad way or worst way. Okay, so here what do you think about the story? Finally what happened? Finally they reached, isn't it? So the story, the ending was what? Ending was in a positive, it was a positive ending because they finally reached home safely. Okay, so it's a positive ending because the children reached home safely. Second question, does the ending fit in with the rest of the story? Yes, because the story in lesson 3 also caused some problems for the children. So both the stories are related to each other, because in the first part 1 also there were some problems, and part 2 also there were some problems. Do we know what is going to happen to Dan, Sandra and Emma after the story ends? No, we don't know anything what is going to happen with them, because there was nothing mentioned in the story about them. Next, we are going to take up question number 3, opinion markers. Write the opinion markers in pairs that have similar meaning from the box in your notebook. Okay, you have 10 opinion markers here. The opinion markers are the words which express the opinion of a person about particular thing or a person. Okay, so here these words are there. There are 10 words, and we have to make 5 pairs, because each word have one more word with the same meaning. So we have to write both the words which have similar meaning and make it as one pair. So like this we have to make 5 pairs. Let us see what we like, how we will be doing it. First one, amazingly, surprisingly. Both have the same meaning. Second, curiously, strangely. Third one, fortunately, luckily. Fourth one, naturally, of course. Fifth one, sadly, unfortunately. Okay, so these are all the meanings for the these are all the pairs of the words. Okay, now let us do question number 4. Complete the sentences with a suitable word from exercise 3. So they are the same words which we used in exercise 3. Those words only we are using also in exercise 4, and we will be selecting appropriate word and we will be filling those words in the blank. Okay. So first one, dash, we tried some Chinese food. It was dash good and very tasty. Curiously, we tried some Chinese food. It was amazingly good and very tasty. Second one, dash, we had to leave China after lunch, although we wanted to stay longer. Unfortunately, we had to leave China after lunch, although we wanted to stay longer. Next, third one, dash, mom asked if we had a good day. Dash, she hadn't asked many questions. Surprisingly, mom asked if we had a good day. Strangely, she hasn't asked many questions. Dash mum hasn't heard about dog bite. She always worry about us. Fortunately, mom hasn't heard about dog bite. She always worry about us. Dash my ankle doesn't hurt anymore. I think the doctor did a good job. Strangely, my ankle doesn't hurt anymore. I think the doctor did a good job. Dash Uncle Steve is planning another trip on Saturday. Dash I won't be able to go. Naturally, Uncle Steve is planning another trip on Saturday. Sadly, I won't be able to go. Okay, students, so by this we end the lesson. So I hope whatever I have explained you understood it in a better way. And students, please, whatever exercises we have done, either you do it in the textbook or notebook, it's your wish, but please do complete the work which we have done today in the video. Okay students, so take good care of yourselves. And students, for the next video we will be doing adverbs, okay, and from the grammar today books, adverbs from the grammar today books. Okay students, so take care, take good care of yourselves, and thanks for watching my video. Bye.